But dope in the bush. Dope in the bush. I know how to cook. Bitch good looking. Bitch good looking. Bitch good looking. Dope in the bush. I know how to cook. Yeah. I did the digital dash.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Ahkira. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, welcome. Thanks for clicking and tuning in, sis. You're in for a surprise, for a ride, as I like to say here. Instead of the marathon continues, the metamorphosis continues, honey, okay? We're always evolving, we're always changing and talking about different topics. So if that's something you think you'll be interested in, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, and join the butterfly gang, okay? Today's video is going to be something that's been highly requested, especially since I dropped the pros and cons about living in Houston, you know, my hometown. A lot of people was hitting me up like, what areas, where should we stay? So I'm going to just talk about maybe 5 to 6 areas in Houston that I think are pretty good, especially for someone around my age, maybe even a little older, just depending on your lifestyle and what you're looking for, right? Because when you move into a city, either you're this single student or entrepreneur, or, you know what I'm saying, just a single individual. You only have to worry about yourself, so then you won't be so worried about maybe school zones and things of that nature. But somebody like a family moving, they're going to care about the school zones and maybe the public transportation around. So all of those things play a part, and of course income. But I'm not going to fall too deep into that because I feel like in Houston, you get what you pay for, and depending on the neighborhood, you can still find something pretty, you know, reasonable. But it's not in any type of chronological order or anything like that. These are just areas that I jotted down in my phone that I thought about, especially when I was doing apartment locating and working and leasing in apartments as a temp with a temp agency. I was exposed to a lot of Houston, and that's my city. So come on now, you know, I know a little something. I don't know everything, but I do know a little something. So one area that I would recommend, I think that you'll probably hear the most, is gonna of course be the Galleria area. It's given like, it's not Midtown, which Midtown would be another good area depending on your life and, you know, what you like to be around. If you want to be in the city, for sure, like the Galleria, anywhere on the south side, Midtown, West Chase, the West Chase district area, that's like Westheimer, not too far from the Galleria area. You have the medical center, which is really the city, like almost downtown. Like it's the medical center. That's where you have a lot of the hospitals or, you know, care centers and things like that. So if you were someone in the medical field or in school, that would be a great area for you. Downtown, West University, like West Edo downtown, which is East downtown. All these areas, Houston is steadily being changed and developed and growing. So all of these areas are steadily developing. You can find some very comfortable living, studios, houses, pretty much whatever you're looking for when it comes to just area and, you know, housing in Houston. I personally lived in the West Chase area on Westheimer for a very long time, especially as a young adult having my own apartment. But I'm originally from the north side, so like the Spring area, Woodlands, more around downtown area. I know about that. Woodlands is more like where you'll be worried about school districts, maybe the size of your house, the safety of your neighborhood. Woodlands is a very nice area. Spring is, I feel like, middle class area. It used to be more like the Woodlands, but as people steadily move from out of downtown and to more of the outskirts of Houston, like Spring, you know, it becomes more of a mix. But again, lots of grocery stores, lots of everything over there, lots of high schools over there. And then of course, like Midtown, South Side is more city life, Galleria, downtown, you know. So you really have to ask yourself first, why you're moving, you know, what are you looking for, where are you going to be working, do you mind driving, because Houston does have traffic. I mentioned that in my pros and cons. Traffic is bad, so you don't want to move to the north side and your job is on the south side. Like, you're going to have hell in the morning. People do it, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not somebody who like long commutes to work. I'm just not. I want to wake up at the latest time possible and leave my house at the latest time possible, you know what I'm saying, and still make it there on time. So, and it's crazy because like in any area that you move in, there will be a lot of food. Like Texas or Houston itself specifically known for food. So in grocery stores, we got HEB. I miss HEB so much. But all of these areas are pretty close to all of these things. I feel like on the north side, public transportation may be a little bit harder, especially once you get out of that 1960 Greens Point area. That isn't an area I would recommend. You could look into it. You could find something nice, but it is a little more hood over there. A lot more things happen over there. They call Greens Point Guns Point, and I mean, you could just use your imagination as to why. This is on the north side. The north side is a little more hood than the south side to me. Maybe because I'm from the north side and I just know the type of things north side niggas be on. But yeah, the south side got a lot of hustlers. Like, anybody from Houston, I know they're probably gonna be talking down because they're gonna be like, this girl is boosting up the south side too much, you know. But it is what it is. That's where the money at. That's where the city life at. And I'm a city girl. So you know what I'm saying? That's where I belong. Especially straight out of college. Got my first apartment on the south side. Like, life really started for me on the south side. I grew up on the north side, but for me, south side is where it's at. So if you were to ask me as a single person, someone like myself, I would definitely say move to the Galleria area, West Chase area, Medical Center, all great areas, great public transportation, lots of food places, close to the clubs, you know what I'm saying, the things to do. Perfect area. If you're more family oriented, I would say more of that Kirby, Katy, the Woodlands, and things like that. If you have any other questions, I did want to sit down with an actual realtor, but I wasn't able to get in contact with one. But if I do find someone or speak to someone who I trust, I will link them down below. So if in case any of you guys are looking for a realtor and ready to move, you guys can just go ahead and use them. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope it helps somebody. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment down below, and definitely check out that pros and cons of living in Houston video as well before you make that final decision on your move. Again, good luck. I'm proud of you, and it's gonna be okay, okay? I'm here in Atlanta living my best life. Y'all know I like to move. I'm always down to move. What's the worst that can happen? You end up going back home. You learn. You build your network, okay? Get out there. Don't be afraid. I love you guys. Spread your wings.